Alrighty, welcome back, Patriots. We are going to be starting Unit 2 here. And Unit 2 is all going to be about angles. So I'm going to talk about naming angles, because if you can't name an angle, we can't talk about an angle. So first, what is an angle? Well, an angle is the space, usually measured in degrees. There's other ways to measure an angle, but we're going to use degrees, between two intersecting rays that share an endpoint. So notice we have right here, we have ray EG, and down here we have ray EO. They share E as an endpoint. The space inside those two rays, this space right here, is my angle. And when we measure that opening is usually measured in degrees. This opening right here will be measured in degrees. Alrighty? This point, that shared endpoint, the shared endpoint is the vertex. Right here is the vertex of my angle. That vertex is at point E. I don't want to do that in red. That vertex is at point E. Now, when I name an angle, there are three ways to name an angle. So angles can be named just by themselves. A single angle. Notice I am saying single angles. An angle by itself can be named three different ways. I can name it by the letter of the vertex. I can call this angle E. If they provide a number inside this angle, I can name it by that number. That is a 1, so I could call this angle 1. And I can name it by the three letters that are on the angle if I trace them out. So if we go this way in purple, trace the angle. If I trace the angle that way, that's going to be angle GEO. If I trace the angle, let's use a different color here. Let's use orange. If I go in orange, if I start at O, I can go to the vertex and up that way. That would be angle OEG. Notice in both cases, the vertex is always in the middle. The vertex is always in the middle. Don't forget to draw in these examples and get the colors on your page as well. They will really help with your understanding. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our bell work. Come on. There we go. So I just talked about this. How many ways are there to name a single angle? If I give you an angle by itself, how many different ways can I name it? Name the part of an angle where the endpoints of the rays meet, and give an angle FAR, which point would be the vertex, and it might help to draw that angle. All right, so if you need anything repeated, please let your teacher know, and they gladly will. If you got any questions, please ask.